Good morning, Stampers. It's Elizabeth from StampScrapandMore.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Canada. And thank you for joining me today. We are going to be playing with a new item that will appear in the Stampin' Up's new catalog that comes out on May the 4th. And that will be the new annual catalog. And it is an early release of a product called the Butterfly Bouquet. So let me get over and share with you everything that this new bundle entails. So it's available now until May 3rd, and the bundle is a stamp set and coordinating dies. But right now, until supplies last, there is also the Butterfly Bijou 6x6 Designer Series paper and the Natural Touch specialty paper that is 2 sheets and it's 12 by 12. So this is the stamp set, and it's all butterflies, no sentiments, no words, it's all butterflies. And then these are the coordinating dies. This will carry over into the new catalog. These items will be available while supplies last. You can get all 4 of them now as a bundle, and it's $97. And in Canada, the order number is 159408. And I'm going to show you all the elements that come in this bundle. So let's just recap. This is carrying over the stamp set and the dies, and it will be $74.50. And then the Designer Series paper is $15.75, and the 2 sheets of the natural birch is $6.75. Got to get my glasses checked. I'm having a hard time seeing these days. Okay, so let me show you what this entails. This is the stamp set. It's one stamp only. I will say that this stamp, I think personally, would work best with the Stamparatus. Because it is such a large stamp, if you don't ink it up or have the right amount of pressure, the Stamparatus gives you the opportunity to restamp without moving the image. For the sake of this video and this card though, we are only going to be using that stamp. And this is the card we're going to be making today. So that's the stamp. This is the coordinating dies. There we go. So this die, if you stamp this image, die cuts all the images out perfectly clean. Plus we have coordinating butterfly dies that are separate. There's 12 dies in this die set. So there are the coordinating butterflies. It's got 2 small butterflies, and I'm missing, oh, there it is. It's got this sort of embossed image that you can add a little bit of texture to your card. Plus, I'm calling this the brick die. This actually die cuts out, and then we've got this image that also die cuts out these little holes in your paper, and we're going to be using that today actually. Okay, so that's the dies. This is the Specialty Designer Series, or sorry, the what are they calling it? The Natural Touch Specialty paper. So it's 2 sheets, and I've actually cut one of them up already, but it's got this sort of wood grain effect, and it's on the back side, it's just a plain wood grain, or a plain kind of effect. Almost looks like the linen embossing folder on the back side. Now let me put that down here. Now the Designer Series paper, it's 6x6, and I'm going to show you, you get 48 sheets. I'm going to show you all the patterns. This is one side, and then that is the other. I love that sort of abstract look, and all of them have sort of a similar effect. Love all the fluttering butterflies, and then there's the back side. Here's more butterflies. Look at that cloud. I love that. It looks like a whole bunch of butterflies flying in the cloud. And then there's the back side. There's front, and then there's the back. And 2 more. There's front, and there's the back. And then there's the back on that one. And this is what I wanted to show you. Here's the front on that one. But check this out, folks. Let me show you this. This lays perfect over that and die cuts all those butterflies out perfectly. Perfect. Okay, so let me show you what that means. This is not my design, but I loved it so much that I wanted to recreate it. It perfectly shows off the butterflies that are in the designer series paper. So what I did here was die cut out in basic black all of the butterflies here, and then die cut out all of the butterflies in the designer series paper and just layered them on here. I'm going to get a frame for this, and this is a sentiment from another stamp set, but I'm going to get a frame for this, and I am going to mount everything other than the butterflies and this sentiment. So I'm gonna put this underneath the glass. So the black background, everything will be under the glass, and then I'm going to pop all of these up on the outside of the frame, and as well as that. And I think that would make a really nice decor piece. Just got to wait until lockdown's over so I can go into a store and find a frame. I think the frame that the person that created this, they got the frame at IKEA. So just got to wait till lockdown's done so I can recreate that. Okay, so let's get cracking and make the card that we are going to be doing today. So I need this. I need this, and I need that. And these I'm just going to tuck away on my side table, which is also known as the floor. Okay, so even though I said that the stamp works best on using a Stamparatus, which I really believe it does, this card, all we need is this image. So what I'm going to do, I have a scrap piece of paper somewhere on my desk, and you know what is that? Might be, is that going to be big enough? I'm going to try it. So I've got a scrap piece of paper, so I'm going to take my just black memento, and I'm going to ink up this butterfly, and I hope I'm going to get it all on there, and I'm just going to rub it. I must have ink on my fingers. I'm going to rub it to transfer the ink off. And there we go. It was perfect. Okay, I didn't want to break out the Stamparatus and everything, and I just needed that one image. So I can put this aside as well. So the first card I did a Facebook Live last weekend where we played with this bundle, and this was one of the cards we made. And I really liked it. This is the chicken wire from the Hey Chick or Birthday Chick, one of the dies. And then this, of course, is the Tasteful Labels dies. But this card we're making, I wanted to not use another die set. So I've taken it, and we are going to make this card. And we're going to use, I'm calling it the bricks. And then here you'll see where we die cut out in those elements, just to give it a little bit of weathered, kind of dirty look. If you wanted to, you could put a piece of colored cardstock underneath, or mount this on a piece of colored cardstock to have color underneath. I like the white on white, so I'm leaving it like this. Oh, and if you're wondering where the Just a Note comes from, it comes from Posted for You. And I like the butterfly bouquet stamp set because there are no sentiments in it, and it forces you to incorporate sentiments that you have in other stamp sets. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to take my piece of Whisper White that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I want to dirty this up a little bit. So I'm going to take a soft suede marker and a pool party marker, and I'm going to splatter. I'm going to take the the brush end, and I'm just going to splatter on here. This is not great for your brushes, folks, but you know, if you've got old brushes, or not brushes, not great for your markers. If you've got old markers, this is a great technique. Use up your old markers. And then I'm going to do the same with Pool Party. I actually have 2 sets of markers, so these markers are old, And I've got some retiring colors in there, but I do have a set of a good set of markers. And oops, and you can see it's just got some splatter to it. Alrighty, so now let me bring out my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And the two things we're going to do, no, hold on a second, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting a piece of black, basic black, because what we're also going to use are the Stampin' Up's adhesive sheets. These things are awesome. And especially for small fiddly things that you need adhesive on. So I've got this piece of black. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. And I've cut a piece of the adhesive sheet. I am going to peel this apart. I'm going to try and peel it apart. There we go. And I'm going to put this on here. There we go. And now when I put this on here and run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, all of the pieces will have adhesive on them. Okay, now I can bring up the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I actually usually don't like to bring this up on video, but because it sometimes moves the camera, but I'm going to try this. And I'm going to do it gentle so the camera doesn't rock. First thing we're going to cut out is the butterfly. And I only need the top piece, the top one, like that. You know, I'm going to actually cut this off a little bit because if I put it like this, it'll be easier for me. And now I'm going to line this up. I'm going to try doing this without standing up. I'm going to line that up and put my plate on top. You can see I'm being brave. I'm not putting a little bit of washi tape on here. I can do it. I can do it. Okay. Nope. I'm going to need a little piece of washi tape. So give me 1 second while I get my washi tape out. Oh, I don't have it here. I don't have my washi tape out. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive. Just a little bit of adhesive like that. Just to hold that down. I'll take the adhesive off of the adhesive might end up on the die, but I'll just take that off. It's hard lining it up when I'm sitting down. Okay, now, there we go. I still don't think it's perfect, but all right. I usually keep the washi tape close by, but I must have tucked it all the way. There we go. Oh, it worked. So that's the butterfly. And now I can put this away. And now I am going to bring out the piece of black with the adhesive on the back of it. And I can actually, I'm going to do this first. And then the piece of Whisper White that we did the splatter on, that's 4 by 5 1/4. I am going to randomly, and there's the bricks. I'm going to put that aside. And now here's the piece of Whisper White that we splattered. And I'm just going to randomly cut this out 2 times. You can do it more. I'm just doing it 2 times. I'm keeping it to the left because I'm going to put the brick sort of in between it. And the butterfly will go to the right. So isn't that, I love how that detail. And now I'm just going to flip it over so it doesn't look so symmetrical. You can tell I'm just winging it. I'm just putting it on a couple of spots. Okay, and now I can put the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine away on my side table, also known as the floor. Okay, so there's the card where we cut out the holes. We've got a couple holes that didn't come out. There's 1, there's 2. And now I'm going to mount this on my cardstock. or my card base. So this is a piece of Whisper White, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Oh, look. Look, look, look. Can I do that? No, you're going to see it. So let me cut another piece. Or do I have one cut? Nope. Hold please while I cut a piece. Okay, I'm back. So I cut and scored a piece that's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5, and I'm just going to mount this to the front. I got ink over everything. Alrighty, mounting it straight. There, like that. Now we're going to take the brick, and I'm coming up closer here to my workstation. And here are all the pieces. Come out, come on, there's one. And I'm not being really particular as putting them down as the order that they're cut. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to put them along so that they fit in between those two, scored, die cut pieces. Come on. Sometimes, you know, there we go. One. You know, this is fiddly. This is the fiddly part, but I can yak with you. So I guess I'm going to ask you the question, only because I've been on a marathon. What are you watching on TV? Because I have been on a marathon of watching Below Deck. And I think it's my desire to travel. I want to see how people are living. So this is what's on TV in the background. And if you think I've never seen all of the episodes before, I have seen all the episodes before. But it's one of those reality shows that I'm not into the Desperate Housewives and all that, but I do like my Below Deck. So I think I'm on season 6 now. And then there's the Below Deck Mediterranean, which I'll watch again next. And then there's Below Deck Yachting, a whole series of them. You really do have to have a personality to appear on these shows. But I keep telling my girlfriends that we all have lottery tickets together, that if I ever won the lottery, I'm renting a yacht and we're going to the Mediterranean. Anyhow, yeah, so you'll see I didn't do this exactly as it's die cut out, because I'm kind of just winging it. So that's what this one's gonna look like. Okay, so now we have the butterfly, and see, the butterfly will just get added like that once we color it in. So I'm going to use dark soft suede, the light and dark Pool Party, and light and dark Daffodil Delight. The first card I did the body in black, and I gotta tell you, I didn't like it because you couldn't see the detail. So I've decided that I wanted it a dark color, so I'm doing it in the dark soft suede. I know probably doesn't look like a butterfly, but it's I didn't like the black. Okay, so now we're going to take the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to color in some areas of the butterfly's wings. I wanted a little bit of brightness on the wing. And there's no rhyme or reason, because I guess I should have looked at the coloring of a butterfly, but I'm just filling in areas that I think make sense. Besides, butterflies are part of nature, and there's no two butterflies are the same. And now I'm going to use the Pool Party, and it's the dark Pool Party, and I'm just doing the sort of inner sides of the Pool Party. So yes, the annual catalog will be released to customers on May 4th. And the mailing selector for demonstrators to order catalogs to have them shipped directly to customers is starting now. And we have until the end of March to finalize our mailing selector. So here's my thing. All of my customers who have shopped with me in the past year automatically get the copy of the catalog mailed to them. I sometimes do like a virtual open house where people come and they see all the products in action, and they pick up their catalogs and their swag bags and everything. But you know, our region I'm in, it just got out of Monday is just getting out of the first stage of lockdown. So I don't think there will be any open houses happening this year. So I probably will be mailing all of my catalogs to my customers. And so if you are not a customer of mine and you would like a copy of the catalog, please send me your information to stampscrapandmore.com, info@stampscrapandmore.com, and I will add you to my mailing selector. But please, if you have a demonstrator, please contact them directly for a copy of the catalog. All right. And now I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back, and I'm actually going to use some large dimensionals, which were on my desk, so they're not. So I'm going to use a couple of small ones. I'm going to use 3 small ones. And I'm also going to just take my bone folder and just lightly curl up the butterfly wings a little bit. Not because you are going to be mailing this, so it's not going to be like really curled up, because it's got to get into an envelope. And I'm going to put this like that. I think that makes sense right there. And I'm going to use Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to highlight the yellow parts of the butterfly. Like that. Can't believe it's Saturday morning, and like I was up at 3. I couldn't sleep at all today, so I got up and I took a shower, and so here I am. I hope it's a creative day. And now I'm going to take the Just a Note from the Posted for You stamp set, and I'm going to stamp this right on the front of the card. And I'm going to use the black memento. I got to bring this down a little bit to me. Is my head in the way? No. Just a note like that. And then the last thing we're going to do is take the matte black dots, and I'm going to sprinkle 3 of them on the card. And this would be perfect for just a note, happy birthday, thinking of you, thank you, anything that you so desire. Where should I put this one? Up there. There you go. So that is using the Butterfly Bouquet bundle. And remember, the bundle is carrying over into the new catalog. However, the designer series paper and the specialty paper are not. They are while supplies last. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Again, my name is Elizabeth at stampscrapandmore.com, and you can send me an email at info@stampscrapandmore.com, and I would be happy to answer any questions. Or you can like, share, hit the notification bell, and ask questions here in the video, and I will definitely answer them as well. Have a good one. Have a great day. Happy stamping.